Hello my dear students, welcome all of you to my SST class. We are doing the chapter first economics, that is development. In previous class we have studied about the definition of development. So development is a process that create growth, progress or positive changes. Different person have different development goals. What may be development for one may not be development for others. Maybe the development for others can be destructive for someone else. For example, the multinational companies are taking away land from poor to build their industries. So it is development for the company but the destruction for the farmers. Beside looking for more income, people also need things like quality of life, satisfaction, equal treatment, freedom, security, ample opportunities, respect, healthcare, and education. So these are the basic needs or want for everyone. So apart from this also you can add something more. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आपका development goals और कुछ है तो please you can add it. Our next topic is income and other goals. Money or material factors we can buy. It is one factor on which our life depends. But the quality of our life also depends on non material things. There are many things that are not easily measured, but they mean a lot to our lives. For development, people look at a mix of goal. I'm going to repeat. For development, people look at a mix of goal. It consists of materialistic and non-materialistic things. For example, if you get a job in a far off place, so good salary attracts you obviously, but along with the good salary, your family bonding also attract you in the same time. So you want to stuck with your family along with the good salary. So it is our human nature. We can't satisfy with one thing. Our next topic is national development. So, what is the meaning of national development? National development is the change in growth and development, which includes social, cultural, and economic change. It is the ability of a country to improve the social welfare of the people, equal living standard for all. So it is the ideal definition of national development. So how to measure the national development? What is the procedure to check the national development country का हो रहा है या नहीं? So first one, increase in GDP. Second one, literacy rate and availability of healthcare. Third one, job opportunities. So, dear children, not only the development concept varies from person to person, different person could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development. तो इसका reason क्या है? Different people have different aspirations, hobbies and interest. Development needs of a person depend on the situation around him. This can be illustrated with a simple example. If a person is living in a remote village which is not accessible by road, then construction of a metal road would be the developmental need for that person. On the contrary, if a person is living in a metro city and find it difficult to commute to his workplace, construction of rapid transit system would be the developmental need for that person. Let's move to the next topic, and that is how to compare different countries or states. So the countries are compared on the basis of their income. Okay, I'm going to repeat. Countries are compared on the basis of their income. So the question is, what is the income of a country or what is national income? So the income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. This gives us the total income of the country. It is your NCERT definition. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. The income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. This gives us the total income of the country. So beside the definition, this definition, one another definition is there. By national income, we mean the sum total of the money value of all final goods and service produced in an economy during a year plus income coming from abroad. I am going to repeat. By national income, we mean the sum total of the money value of all final goods and service produced in an economy during a year प्लस इनकम कमिंग फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. मीन्स अगर आप कोई एक मेटल एक्सट्रैक्ट कर रहे हो कहीं से भी, कोई भी माइन से, तो मेटल का जो सर्विस या गुड्स वैल्यू है वो मैटर नहीं करता कंट्री के इकोनॉमी में. उसका जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट है, जो मेटल कन्वर्ट होके जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट देते हैं, तो उसका जो इनपुट है, उसका जो वैल्यू है वो बहुत मैटर करता है national economy पे. Okay, so plus income coming from abroad is called as the national income. National income estimates help us to know the level of production in the economy and the changes in this level from one year to another. Compare levels of economy development between different countries. For calculating the national development for any countries, we need two factors. First one, national income, and second one, per capita income. Okay, so already we discussed what is the meaning of national income. Now we are going to discuss about the per capita income. So another name of per capita income is average income. Remember, it is very important. So per capita income is a measure of amount of money earned per person in a nation or a geographical area. I'm going to repeat, per capita income is a measure of the amount of money earned per person in a nation or a geographical region. So how is per capita income calculated? कैसे हम लोग calculate करें per capita income को? So the per capita income or average income is calculated by dividing the total income of a country by its population. I'm going to repeat, the per capita income or average income is calculated by dividing the total income of a country by its population. So my dear children, remember the difference between the GDP and national income. क्या है difference? GDP जो है वो है total market value of all finished goods and service produced within a country in a set of time period. I'm going to repeat, GDP is the total market value of all finished good and service produced within a country in a set of time period. Okay, it is called GDP. So other hand, national income is the total income received by the country's residents and businesses regardless whether they are located in the country or abroad. Let's move to the next topic, and that is classifying countries. So World Bank classifies the countries on the basis of their per capita income. So first one, rich countries. Second one, low middle income countries. Our India is there in low middle income countries segment. Okay, and third one, low income countries. So dear children, that's the end of today's session. We will meet in our next class with new topics. Till then, bye. Take care, be safe and happy learning.